Otis, a round of applause for that. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Fast.
Sir.
Okay. Antonio heard Otis. He said that was very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. All right. There he is right here. The birthday gentleman himself. All right. All right. Man, Mr. Legend. Founding CEO.
There he is.
Antonio T. Smith Jr.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, I hate YouTube missed what Otis was saying because we're actually going to go deeper into it. And what a doozy, right? What a doozy it is. He mentioned the hard part is waking other people up. And I said off mic, that ain't gonna happen. That's literally what I said. I said he was saying it. It's not gonna happen. And not to be a Debbie Downer is what Grace would say. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but it is difficult to wake up grown people. They don't like that behavior. So we're gonna go deeper into those rules. Thank you all for your birthday wishes. And I had family. I had family wish me happy birthday and ask me for money at the same time. Oh, there you go.
Oh wow.
That's what
Wow,
happens.
Bishop.
Wow.
And then tell me, I missed their birthday.
What? See,
Okay, so that's why they want the money.
Tell them you can miss mines too. Then.
it's a 2-for-1 special.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go.
Hey, Bishop,
Yes.
you said something that was real powerful along with Otis. I was talking to a cousin yesterday, and we were talking about living wills and things that Renee is doing. And it's like she took it way somewhere else. And I'm trying to get her to invest. And she took that way somewhere else. The slaves, this, and it's like way up. And I'm like, well, you need to leave a legacy, even though she don't talk to her 3 children. And I think she's got a couple of grandchildren. I'm not sure. But people are lost. And you're trying to get them to get out of poverty. And they think they're not, but they are in poverty because they don't have no investments. They don't have nothing to leave nobody. And then when it's time for a funeral, the one that's got all the money, that's who they go to say, look, such and such died and we need such and such amount of money. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. It's crazy, Bishop.
You gotta tell me, I'm the funeral pay for her. So, that falls up my alley. That's right to me. That goes right to me for sure. Lord, look who's over 40. Yeah, 41. I decided that Adonia is coming to my 42nd birthday party.
All right.
And it's gonna be 80s themed.
Yeah.
Nice. That's what's up.
Right now,
Leg warmers and the Adidas.
Yeah, 80s theme. I want to see hot socks and shoulder pads on women.
You're a maniac.
Big hair and lines of cocaine throughout the. Just joking. The last part. Just joking. I think.
I thought you were serious.
Because all I do is talk to my one neighbor. He got the hookup.
I always forget I got the right crowd. Whatever, no matter what foolishness I say, I got the right crowd. There's no doubt about it. We're gonna go deeper into these rules of poverty. I'm very grateful that everybody has made the birthday so special, and I'll be working. Let me brief you on. I started to talk about using using group economics to get your defining moments done, which is very important. I think I'll do that tomorrow. Sounds like I need to pull out my leg warmers. You sure do. Yeah, your leg warmers in the fanny pack.
Ooh, fanny pack.
Yes, fanny pack with the too much gloss.
That's it.
The gloss you clearly ain't kissing nobody with this gloss on. That's not what it's for. It's for pictures only. That's what this gloss is for. It's for pictures only. The board game is a defining moment for me. It is I'm sure if we do it right, and if I get a little lucky, because luck does exist. Luck typically follows a certain type of person. Uh-oh. All right, so I'm going to tie all this into the rules of poverty. Let me do that. That way, I'm going to tie all this into the rules of poverty. They keep you confused as what it takes to make money. Yesterday, we talked about there's only 2 rules in making money. There really is. There really is only 2 rules in making money. Number 1, that is you being a likable person. Like, I have no notes. These are just, just stuff that is true that you don't need. When something is true, you don't need notes for it. Who remembers what the second one was?
Wow.
It's
Be
important.
excellent.
Be excellent. It is the most important. It is the most important because the market only rewards excellence. The market does not pay anybody who is not excellent. You say, well, I got paid before you. It's because, there's some early adopters out there that will buy from you, right? Or, you struck gold or whatever that may be. But the market only rewards excellence. Mm-hmm. And that's a beautiful thing for anyone who is marginalized. If you can marginalize, if you're old and white, you are now marginalized because you cost too much and they don't want you on any job. That is true. No, meant no disrespect by it. I like to say the real thing so y'all can understand that we all in this fight. We all in this fight. I promise you. Yeah, well, Phil, we would love to you work for us. Phil says, well, I cost $130 billion. Well, Phil, it's been good talking to you because I can get a little Phil that just got out of college to do way more than him for 90% less than him. It costs too much. Susan costs too much. She has too much of a background. There are too many connections. The way we say is, Miss Sorrentino, you're overqualified. Yeah, overqualified means I got to pay you too much.
Yes,
that's what overqualified means. So if you're marginalized, if you're a woman, if you're Black, Indian, it doesn't matter. Whatever you are, and you think, and it may be true that there's some sort of systematic oppression blocking you from a fair right at money. Great. Because if you become excellent, no one cares. That is so accurate. No one cares. If you think about the top 10 tech companies today, I think 5 of them are headed by CEOs from India. One of them is a woman. It was just one. Just one. Sue is her last name, something like that. SU. Just think about this for a moment. The market rewards excellence. And if you are excellent, if you are persistent, but write all this down. If you are excellent, if you are persistent, and if you do things with a well attitude, what I like to call the spirit of excellence, luck will always find you. That's where lucky people fit that description. LeBron James hits a game-winning shot. It was luck. Yeah, but he was in the gym for practice for 10,000 hours just last month. So sure, luck found him because he qualified for luck to find him.
Yeah.
Here's who luck never finds. Luck never finds procrastinators, or rarely, I should say. Rarely finds procrastinators. Rarely finds people without a definite purpose or plan. Rarely finds people in randomness or in acts or areas of randomness. Casinos, lottery tickets. Did that make some sense to you? Casinos, lottery tickets, anything like that. Luck doesn't find these people. So there's a way to use group economics to do your defining goals and activate luck. And I'm going to give that to you as going deeper in number one. But I want to get Prophet Jerry first. Thank all of you for being here. Good to see my buddy Derek from Ghana. Prophet Jerry, go ahead.
Yes, sir. This is our subject. I'm getting ready to go to the doctors, but I just got fed a word, and
I like it. Come on.
Can Deanna or Grace put in Bishop's Bishop's Cash App, his PayPal in the chat? We say we love. Now let's show it. We say he's our mentor. Let's show it. We say he's our bishop. He's our leader. Let's show it. No, I'm quite sure he said no. He don't need the money because he's a billionaire. A billionaire. But love goes further than just "I love you" and "Happy birthday." So whatever you can do on today with the Cash App, the PayPal, go ahead and be a blessing unto the bishop, unto your mentor. And also, become great, go to doctors. Let's not forget, 6 o'clock tonight, Eastern time, we'll be at the gym, Paint 2020. 5 o'clock Central Time, and 3 o'clock Pacific. So come out and have some fun. We got a word for you. We got some workout for you to do. We love you. Happy birthday, Bishop. Enjoy your day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I just picked up my phone. I just picked up my phone. 3 Cash App. Thank you so much. I didn't even. Yes, somebody's private message said, "Don't forget bingo in the church." One of y'all got to mute. Don't forget bingo in the church. That's random. You know, that random. I forgot all about that. I forgot all about the bingo. I went to play bingo one. Well, I didn't go play bingo. I went to go do when I got out of the Army, I joined, became a CMA, medication aid. And I went to work for a brain trauma center, frontal lobe. Me and Jerome was having some conversation about that because I understand what the frontal lobe injuries do. It's incredible what happens. Needs of people, car accidents, stuff like that. One guy even got shot in the head by his son, and lived, which is a terrible thing. It's terrible. Like, kill me. I don't want to live. Handicapped and knowing my son shot me in the head, but whatever. And we took him to bingo one night. Let me tell you something. It is war in bingo. I don't know what I was thinking. Bingo is a seriously competitive place.
And you better not act like you don't know what you're doing. You better follow the game. You better listen and don't do too much talking in the middle.
Man.
So they be serious about that.
Yes, I started off. That's what made me go to college. I said, well, let me go pay $400 to Galveston College to become a medication aid. And that was 4 months of school. And our it was a nurse practitioner that taught us. And we learned that's also why I'm still so good at the medicine today, the side effects and all stuff like that. Well, because I got a near photographic memory, so the side effects and verse side effects. And then we had pharmacists come in and teach us. Galveston College really, really did a good job. And, I passed with like an 88 or something like that. And then I went and to do it was the second to last job I had. It really was the second to last job I had. And I stayed there for 3 years. I stayed there for 3 years for doing the medication aid. It was awesome. I enjoyed it. But bingo, it was one lady with 4 boards. I can't pay attention to 4 things. She had 4 boards and she was just, with the little marker that you dot like that. And it was crazy. It was crazy up in there. But yeah, it was dead serious, man. It was like athletics. It was like athletics, man. It was serious. I'm not joking. It was like seriously athletics. Seriously, thank you so much, Renee and Prophet Jay. They sent an Adonia amount of money.
Watch it.
Yeah, for sure. Luck will find you. I just was talking to Sheena not too long ago. She's dressed for a boat cruise. I don't know if y'all want her to cut on her camera. She's in a two-piece. So you know, I'll sell it though. I will sell it. That's for sure. I will sell it. Have your OnlyFans ASAP. I will do that. Luck finds you. The board game is coming along. I'm going to tell you about the board game and try to listen to this. Oh, sweet. Ibrahim's sending a birthday gift over. Sweet. Yeah. I remember, I think he did something similar to that last year too. And Ibrahim's been around here for at least a year now. Yeah, that's for sure. Because I remember that. Yeah, for sure. Sure. I enjoy Ibrahim.
At least a year. Dude, I'm here since 2020.
Oh yeah. 2020. Yeah. That pandemic was one big block.
Yeah. I came on for the first time during the Dominate 2020 conference.
Right, but you were on the podcast for 6 months though before he ever showed up here.
Exactly.
That's right. So right. He was on the podcast 6 months before he showed up here. Ibrahim has become a good friend, and I'm grateful. A good friend. Did y'all know he used to be like big?
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. Yeah. He used to be like 300 pounds or two something. I swear, he used to be big. Yeah, he used to be big, and now he's all lean, mean muscle machine. I mean, the board game's gonna be generation. Well, should I get lucky, Jerome? And how do you get lucky, Grace? Tell them how you get lucky. Please know this is how you get lucky. How you get lucky, Grace?
You get lucky if you are excellent, persistent, and do things with the spirit of excellence.
You have to do something well. But spirit of excellence is doing something well. It's not the idea of being the best. It's the idea of doing your best.
Antonio?
Yes, sir.
You know my program is resisting that terminology. You know that.
I understand. You want to say blessed. I know it. I get it. Keep going. This is perfect. Go ahead, Joe.
No.
Yeah.
every time you say it, I'm like, that's right. I ain't lucky. I'm blessed. You know.
I understand. I get it because as a devout Christian, which is a good thing, there is no randomness.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. I'm not calling luck random. I'm saying luck. Here's a better way to understand what I said. A better way to understand. You Christians say this all the time. You've been programmed like Jerome says. You believe in luck. Every Christian believes in luck. You just call it a different word. You call it favor.
Yeah.
So take what I said again and watch how easy it is to accept. If you want to activate God's favor,
watch it.
You have to give those 3 things, Grace.
If you want to activate God's favor, you have to be excellent, persistent, and do things with the spirit of excellence.
Much better.
That's right. No, that's fair. And I don't have a problem with that. That's fair. And like every Christian was like, thank you, Jerome. Thank you so much. Because I was trying to listen, but he was hurting my ears. I get it. I totally get it. What you call favor is what I call luck. It's the same thing, right? Just if I was in a different, this was a church setting, I would have probably started off with favor. But everybody don't get God's favor, huh? Remember, favor ain't fair. Remember, you have to remember that there was a lame man by the pool of Bethesda about a bunch of other lame people. And your Jesus walked all over them to get to that one person. And then said, well, take up your bed and walk. Come on, get out of here. And then walk back all over them other people. Which is even crazier, right? Which, by the way, Dolores has finished her half of the book. Yeah, I want y'all to clap. She is not playing. Dolores wrote her book in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I don't even know what she did. She wrote her book. She said, God, give me this favor right now. And it happened. In order for you to, yesterday we did the rules of poverty. Mm-hmm. They were tough. Mm-hmm. They're not in the book. They're not just my observations. They are my calculated, devious observations. They are. And the rules of poverty are as such. Number one, they keep you confused as to what it takes to make money. Number two, they keep the positive results and relationships of money hidden from the masses. Number three, they do not allow the women and the children to benefit from the power of old white men, right? Because who does all the discipline? Who passes all down all the information? Women to children. Mm-hmm. And if you empower women who are going to empower children, then the status quo would be disrupted. Number four, they use compromising collaborators to maintain the status quo. The masses must always be controlled. That's number five. Number six is every law that helps the middle class, they find a way to minimize its effects. And number six.
Hey, Antonio, you gotta stop because you that compromising thing, you're about to take out half the coaching industry, half the professional speakers, half the motivational speakers. Because when did self-help pop up the most? The Great Depression, and then now in the recent times as well, when after 2008. So a bulk of the motivational speaker industry, the coaching industry, has either intentionally or unintentionally been a patsy to this suppression of the middle class and lulling of the middle class into their middle class status. And I'm honestly impressed that you're breaking it as someone who's often associated with personal development. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, it's definitely, I keep breaking it. I keep waking y'all up instead of lullaby you. Remember, as a shepherd, my wealth comes from having sheep. Yes. Therefore, the more sheep I get, the more wealthy I get. So I'm obviously not in a shepherd role. Right. Even though I pretend to be a shepherd, because it's easier that way. Because you hear Jerome saying, wait a minute, my program, right?
You're a pro bono shepherd.
Yes, absolutely. No, yeah, for real. No, Ibrahim is correct. Yes, sir.
I have a confession to make. I do. On Monday, you talked about those 12 steps for ATS, and
that was tough.
And I'm like, it was really good. I enjoyed that. Then you come back yesterday with these 7 steps of poverty, and I got a inbox from Prophet Jerry yesterday, and I didn't answer it. I told him today. I did you on purpose. But it goes back to what I'm saying to you earlier about programming.
Yep.
And I realized this Negro was programming me.
Yeah.
Because for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I've been having a really, really rough time. That was one of the reasons why I didn't respond back to Prophet Jerry. But what was interesting was I went and did some things yesterday, got some stuff done, and I was thinking about everything that's going on in my life, with ATS, with my being a caregiver, my own health, blah, 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 blah. And right now you talk about crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But then I said to myself, but Jerome, you've got all the tools you need for success. Because I was talking to a friend of mine about, possibly placing my spouse into a home and what that was going to cost. Mm-hmm. And he was like, for the low end, That's $7,000 a month. He said, high end, you got to double that. That's 15. You know, and I'm sitting there going, huh?
He ain't lying.
So I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, wait the hell a minute. That's all. That's the money that I'm setting aside for me. But now I need to double that. Well, who's in my damn head, Antonio?
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm sitting there going, but Jerome, all you got to do is change the amount that you need and create a product or products to get that amount. Do you have the ability to do that? Well, hell yeah. Then what the hell's the problem? I went, who the hell? Wait a minute. Oh, that's me talking. Hello. I said, this motherfucker got me.
Yeah, no, that's it. No.
So yesterday, as I'm having this conversation, I'm sitting there going, I'm in the right place at the right time for what I need to do, and I didn't have a clue. I'm sitting there going, how in the hell did ATS do this? So yesterday was a very illuminating day for me personally in reference to what you've been teaching over time. And I just wanted to share that because when I said earlier about you programming us, because that's what you said about luck. I said, he's programming us. Well, the point is that I need to be programmed because what I had before wasn't working. That much I know because I lived through it. It didn't work. Duh. So I'm sitting there going, Patron, you've been given the steps. Who's holding you? You. Well, then what the hell's the problem? Oh, my bad. So I just wanted to share that with you and the audience because that just blew me away. Yesterday evening, as I was just by myself, running through my head, I went, damn, I'm in the right place at the right time with the right tools. All I got to do is get up off my ass and get it done. Oh, well, that's not hard. Bingo. I just wanted to share that.
No, I'm grateful. Years ago, I told y'all, when I introduced y'all that program, that term programming, I said, everybody's programmed, even me. My what I have to do and what you have to do is I've got to know what your programming is, tap into that, and then reprogram you. And that's what I do. That's the whole reason I learned cognitive behavior therapy back in 2008 in the first place. It's the whole reason. Cognitive behavior therapy is programming. It is reprogramming your mind. It's reprogramming your mind for sure. No, Jerome is absolutely right. So these repaste those 12 rules that we're going to do moving forward. So I close this, and anyway, on this call, I close this group up. We're still on YouTube right now because I promised YouTube that it'll be to September 30th. I probably at least to September 30th. So I mean, you say something, you got to keep your word. 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 That's promised at least to September 30th. So it'll be there. And then after that, I'll probably just unlist everything that has something to do here. These 7 rules of who's that? That's great. That's you, Grace.
Oh,
these 7 rules of poverty are real. And I'm glad Otis said what he said, because they are ever reaching, ever expanding, and they cross cultures, and they certainly are focused on Black people. There's no doubt about it. They're real. They're not universal. Since they're not universal rules, they can be overcome. They can be usurped, supplanted. These are rules created by men, which means they have no power over you. I didn't say 7 universal rules. That when they're universal, I will let you know up front, jump off a building, you will find gravity. I don't care how much you pray, it will find you. You can be devout, you can have 4 wives, you can have 1 wife. It don't matter. You jump off a building, no matter how much you've been connoting, you will find gravity. It just is what it is. That's universal. But these 7 laws of poverty that I introduced to you after I told you what ATS, AOW will be doing moving forward, our 12-step group economic plan. It's right there in the chat now. It's very detailed. You can tell I've been thinking about it for 15,000 years. There's no doubt about it. There's no way you can look at that and think I made that up. It's impossible. It's impossible to look at that and think I made that up. Let's talk about the game board. 6 years I've been working on this game board. Firstly, let me show y'all what I have that you don't know. I show it to y'all, but I don't really show it to y'all. So I have a to-do list that's not a to-do list. I have a to-do list that's a defining moment list. I just call it to-do because defining moment is too many damn syllables. Right? So here's my to-do list here. It's got links on it. It has links on it. And when I come all the way down, it's long. And I come all the way down here, it has different companies and different, Linux, all sorts of stuff. So I scroll up so I don't give y'all seizures. Right here, the first thing I come across is a quote that I made up. The biggest mistake, blah, blah, blah. This is it for me to remind myself. Read it out loud then, Deanna, since everybody's looking.
The biggest mistake that people make is that they think success should be easy and come quickly. They think they can get success by simply thinking successful thoughts and doing what other successful people do. But all real lasting success takes a long time. So you have to build the foundation within yourself. You have to become the kind of person who can enjoy the kind of success that you want to enjoy.
I'm pretty sure I made this up, but I'm also pretty sure I sound like Brian Tracy right here. There's no doubt about it. I'm sure he regurgitated himself out of my brain as I was coming up with this. Yes, I sure can. I'll put it in the chat. I'm sure. I read so much. I am positive, Phil, that a few great teachers be popping out of me by accident. And that sounds a lot like Brian Tracy. I don't care what nobody says. That sounds a lot like Brian Tracy. I'm pretty sure that Brian Tracy had an influence on that. Yes, sir.
A lot of Jordan Peterson is Carl Jung, and a lot of Robert Greene is quite literally just Machiavelli with references from history. So it's not that it's Brian Tracy's thing through your mouth. It's basic. Oh, sorry for the phrasing. It's not that it's Brian Tracy's idea through your mouth. It's an idea that Brian Tracy got and you got it. You might have got it from him, or you just feel like it is from him, but you got it independently. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you're putting the message forward.
Yeah, fair enough. You're absolutely right. Absolutely
Unless
right.
you steal my idea. Then
Oh my God.
it's my idea.
I was listening to your podcast last month too. I was listening to his podcast last month. I was like, I need to listen to something. And I put up my phone and I was like, man, I haven't, he hasn't posted a while, but I listened. I said, oh man, Ibrahim, I forgot he had a podcast. I listened to it last month. Top 3 questions I wanted to change the world. I'll skip that for right now. It's not relevant for this conversation. I brought it up. Here are the 5 legs ATS stands on: metaverse, which is Mexiverse, streaming, gaming, blockchain, AI. And as you go down this whole thing, this is a bunch of links I want to come back to. Like, for instance, I'll show you one. I dare you to click this link as I'm talking. I dare you to click that link as I'm talking. Just look at it. You look at it, you go like, oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. I can't believe it. So I got a bunch of stuff. Basically, this thing here is a bunch of defining moments for me. It's a bunch of defining moments for me, for sure. Not goals, just a bunch of defining moments. And right here, I had board game here for the longest, for 6 years, genuinely. And what I ended up doing was I got the board game out the way, and now I got the rules. That's what we coming through. So it's been here. It's been here. Everything here is all the resegregation. This is the book that had changed my life. A book that had changed my life. A book that had changed my life. All these things are big things. This is something that Anthony and Grace were saying in the chat, and I liked it, right? Just all sorts of other stuff. Essentially, I want to tell you about a defining moment and tie it into the rules of poverty. and then tell you how to get past what you need to get past. So I want to start off with 5,000 game boards. And I want the game boards to be around the world. The game costs $99. That's on purpose. It's on purpose because I don't like the board game costs $99. It's on purpose because, well, my number one reason is because I want to start like cash flow clubs the way Robert Kiyosaki did. I want people to buy it because everybody can't afford $99, period. Forget like $99 for rent. You can't even afford $99 alone. Then you turn around, one person buy it, up to 8 people can play, etc. Grace, pull up. No, Deanna, you're gonna pull up since she's taking notes right now. You're gonna pull up the rules to start the game off, the quick start. Oh my God. My board game is hard. You're gonna hate me. It is as hard as my teachings every morning, Jerome. My board game is unfair. It's going to cost about $3. Well, let's say $5 a board. So 5,000 times 5. Grace?
It is $25,000.
Then it's going to cost $10 a piece to ship. Grace?
5,000 times 10, 50,000.
So it's going to cost $75,000 to get 5,000 boards off. I'm overestimating, but it's always good to overestimate instead of underestimate. Now you say to yourself, well, Antonio, I don't have $75,000. Okay, but you do. And Jerome inspired me to have this conversation with you because what he said about $75,000 is, a month, basically. He didn't say 75,000. That's what I heard. I heard $1 million a month is what I heard. So how do you get it? Well, there's a thing that Phil be trying to tell you all the time. You won't be listening. A presale. There's an option. There's an option. Grace, how many games would I have to presale at $99 to raise $75,000?
7,500.
So you got 7,500 games. So I probably need to do some other stuff, right? And then there's your problem. You go, okay. And the more you think, and the more you think, and the more you think, the easier this becomes. But the moment you go, I can't do 75,000. Okay. Go ahead, Grace.
750, not 7,500.
750, even better now, because now I'm back in my 5,000. So 750. I need to sell 750 games. Now what you say to yourself is you be smart, like what Knochin would teach you. You say, well, let's do 850 then, Melissa, is what they would say. And then you go, okay, let's do 850 because things happen. You understand? 850. Now you go on an 850 pre-sale launch. And then the first thing Phil will tell you is every person get 5 referrals or something like that. He's gonna tell you. Grace has been doing it ever since Phil said it. This is exactly why y'all need Kenosha, right? Best thing. So now you turn 1 into 5. And you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. And everything I've said thus far is easy. Every single thing I said so far is easy. At least the getting to that thought process. But without this mastermind group, in most cases, you wouldn't have got there because they keep it hidden from you. They make you think you have to be of royal sperm to get $75,000. But that's basically what you say. They say bloodline, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we're the king,
Antonio.
King of the kings, the king is the king. Yes, sir.
So they also tell you that you got to be a journalist in New York, or you got to be a celebrity to sell a lot of books.
Yep.
And I sold 1,000 copies, thanks in major part to how quickly everyone bought a deep discounted copy. Yep. I remember on my birthday, what I did was I put it to where I had zero profit, just Amazon printing price. And then enough people bought it so that was trending. And then I just changed it to the price I would command. And that brought it to 1,000 copies. So first of all, I'd just like to thank you. I'd like to thank the community. But since many of us have books, and I also want to launch a book, I haven't even started writing it, but I want to launch my next book and make it so it sells 10,000 copies next. Can you tell me how I could plan, just like you're doing with your board game, how we could do it with our books? And Absolutely. As you said, it doesn't even have to be a fresh book. You could just be like, you could just add a full stop and call it second edition, and then just make it a relaunch. Absolutely. So just could you give us some advice on how we could go to 10,000 sales on books?
Yeah, absolutely. My average book sells 10,000 sales. So that works. And I got lucky with that. Or I got blessed with that, as Jerome would like to say for sure. In order to get to 10,000, first off, if you get to 10,000 sales, you can get a major publishing deal. That's kind of the threshold number there. Like, you get to 10,000 sales. First off, folk ain't getting 1,000 sales. You get 1,000 sales over a lifetime. Selling books is hard. Selling books is hard. If you're trying to get to 10,000 sales, step one, your book is never old. Never. Your book is never old. It is not a celebrity's outfit you wear one time. You are selling this book forever. There's no doubt about it. Number two, everything for you, 10,000 sales, is coming through pre-order. Your focus needs to be pre-order. That's how you're going to get to 10,000 sales, because pre-order, by the time it's released, that first 24 hours, all those sales for 6 months count for one day. That's why you see a lot of celebrities or whatever pre-order, because that's how you hit that bestseller list, because they count all that for that one day. I sent Jerome gold to get this done. I sent Jerome gold. You need to focus on pre-order in a major way. I will now send it to Ibrahim right after this call. I will email it to you, brother. It is gold, to where you can sell 50,000 pre-books to one company. So take all of this down. Pre-sale is your holy grail here. That's Christian talk. I have no idea what the holy grail would be for the Quran, but you get the point, right? This is your coup de grace. This is the cheese on a macaroni.
Yeah, I'm in wait. No. I get holy grail.
Okay,
it's
cool.
American cultural export at this point.
Yeah, for real, right? Indiana Jones movies and stuff. Okay, well, for sure. The pre-sale, you're going to do a few things. One, you're going to have your book adjusted for the person who would never buy it. Then you're going to go to the middle. You're going to have your book adjusted to the Adonia who would buy a few copies to give to family members. Then you're going to go a little higher than that. You're going to have your book adjusted for the small business that will buy 10 copies to give away as a contest to get more likes, followers, whatever they want. And then you start playing the real game. You start saying, get 25 books at one time, get this. Get 50 books at one time, get this. Now it's no longer buying books. Now it's business deals. If you buy 50 books at one time, I will, for your company, ghostwrite blank books. I will train.
Oh my God! Oh shit! Oh my God! I had the idea on pre-orders as a bundle deal, but I was thinking how the hell am I gonna get 10,000 different people? Oh my God! I could do multiples. Oh,
I got it written down. Wow. I got it written down for you. I've done it before. It worked twice before. I got it written down for you. I will email it to you. Yes, sir.
He just had an orgasm.
He did. And it was appropriate too. It was appropriate because you say if you get 1,000 copies, now what you're doing is you're going to your clients, your former clients, you're going to Exxon, all this stuff, and you're going to put it towards their training budgets. If you get 1,000 books at one time with your training budget, I would do a 3-day workshop. Such and such, such and such. If you give 2,000 copies, I will fly out to you and train you and your company, blah, 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 whatever gifts you have. If you get 5,000 copies, I will fly out to you, build you a $1 million sales funnel myself, have the software there, give you the software and leave it for your consumption. Exactly. Like seriously, right? Leave it for your consumption. You just take what you can do very well, and then you go all the way up to 50,000. And he's going to get this for sure. He's going to get this today. I'm gonna try to get it before this call even ends. But that's
I'm not getting 10,000 now. It's going to be more than 10,000.
Good. Good. No, and I'm gonna tell you, I got it. I was with a millionaire friend of mine, like way bigger than me. And I was like, wait, that's what you're doing? I was like, me too. And I just did it a little, I just kind of jazz it up a little bit because that's what I do. If I'm going to steal, I'm going to steal and then add to it, stuff like that. Go ahead, Phil.
That's the whole brilliance behind the book. Remember the book, Who Moved My Cheese?
Yes.
That's what happened when companies bought cartons of those books to give their employees just before they moved their cheese.
Wow. You're right. You're absolutely right. And that book, that's a great book. That's Spencer Johnson again. Peaks and Valleys, Who Moved My Cheese, the same person. So he's really good at writing. He's really good at writing short books that are impactful. He's really good at it. He really is. Ibrahim, right now, if you count, let's see, Bam, Tony T. Smith Jr., Ibrahim, who are you at Ibrahim pre-order templates? It is in your email, brother. Right now, word for word. All you got to do is
thank you so much.
Yes, sir. It's in your email. I just heard the airplane go off in my ear.
Yes, that's going to be a game.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, you're very welcome. That's group economics, right? That's group economics. And that's what we're talking about. Could I have charged him? Sure. Is he more valuable if he stays in the group and I don't? Absolutely. He is. Absolutely. Grace, I'm going to go ahead. Go. Sandra, go ahead.
I just had a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
You said something about short books, and I keep hearing short books. Can you help me understand, like, what does that look like, a short book?
Like 98 pages.
98 pages.
Yeah, something like that. I got a short book out there. I can't remember the name of it right now because I got too many of them out there. But God of War is pretty short. It's just a commentary on one chapter for sure. But I got a shorter one out there too. The Cash Flow Casanova, which is gold. Cash Flow Casanova. Ibrahim helped me write that book, if I remember correctly, for sure.
I also have a Phil type answer to the question, what is a short book?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Napoleon's biography.
Fair enough. He's not gonna like that in reincarnation. He's not gonna like that for sure. The board game. So it took me 6 years to do this board game. It's called 0.01. It's called 0.01. Who's taking the notes, Grace or you?
I'm taking the notes.
Okay, you're taking the notes. Oh yeah, got you, Otis. You're taking the notes, but I need you to go to the disadvantage rules too. So I need you to flip back and forth. Here's what the board game. Deanna, in 6 minutes. I was so mad and proud at the same time. It was both. It had both emotions. I was so impressed, and I was like, but damn, you could at least struggle. been 6 years I've been trying to do this board because it's 4 games in one. Not in an unnecessary way. It is, it's a section called Welcome to Life, which is you getting out the rat race. And then what's the next section? Welcome to Obscurity. Because it's literally the journey I had to go on. So you got to get out the rat race. But just because you got the rat race does not mean you're doing well. It does not mean you're doing well. It means that you found your way not to have a job again. But how many of you know finding your way not to have a job again doesn't mean you're rolling in the money, right? That's not what that means. It's not even close what that means. So the next step is called Welcome to Obscurity, in which you got to get out of obscurity. And that step is where you start rolling in the money almost. And there's some things you have to do to get out of that part of the game. And then the third step is Welcome to Excellence, right? When we're talking about, and this is when you start rolling in the money, like for real. When you become the monopoly, like you can't even get to the main board until you become a monopoly in this third zone. You have to become a monopoly. And it's real life. It's real life. This is how real life works. Just because you're good doesn't mean when people think of Kenoching, you have no choice but to think of Phyllis Susan. You can't think of anything else. Or maybe some kayak. And you think it's an Indian word or Native American word for kayak or something, right? Maybe that's the furthest you could think. You can't think of anything else because they have cornered that. It's synonymous with them, right? It's synonymous with them for sure. I can't tell you how many people tell me, well, I do a short podcast because, people's attention span. Well, all my podcasts are long, and my podcast keeps growing every day because I have cornered, well, almost, because Joe Rogan got the real long podcast version, but I was doing the same thing he was doing without even knowing it. And then after that, you get to the main board where you run the world. But I say, well, this game has to be, that's very different. Let me show you what Deanna did. I was explaining that to her, and she was like, oh, I'm going to draw on the board. And she freaking drew this. All right, this is literally on the board right now. This section has 40 spots. This is your traditional Monopoly section, as y'all will understand it. And then here is the first section. Here is the second section. Here's you got it. It's 24 blocks in here, and there's a lot. You buy property here. This is where you buy your real estate, all the stuff like that. You buy property here, and then you flow to this one, and then you buy, you do other stuff here, and you flow to this one, you do other stuff here. Hard. The game is hard. Because me and my kids love this. Me and my kids play Monopoly almost every night. But then I did something different, Phil, and I don't know if y'all gonna love it or hate it. I hope you hate it. I hope you hate it because the game is real life. 0.01 getting 1%. Before you start, there's a quick start guide. And you got to do this. Everybody starts off with $2,000. The bank has $500,000 in it. And then before you roll, you randomly get one of 16 disadvantage cards. That's what they call. Before you roll, you start off with a disadvantage. And let me tell you, they suck because life, I don't care how blessed we are, we start off with a disadvantage. And I put that in the game. Deanna's going to read for you the disadvantages, and they're good. They're good. Go ahead. Go ahead, Deanna.
Y'all excuse me laughing because I'm not playing this game. Just wait. Disadvantage card number 1. Lack of a well-defined purpose in life. Punishment. Begin the game immediately, giving up $1,500 to the bank. Disadvantage card number 2. Lack of ambition to aim above mediocrity. Punishment. Begin the game losing a turn and pull a missed opportunity card. Disadvantage card number 3, lack of self-discipline. Punishment. Begin the game losing a turn and give the bank $1,500. Card number 4.
This is a doozy.
Overeating of unhealthy foods and lack of exercise. Punishment. Begin the game losing 1 turn, give $500 to the bank, and pull a missed opportunity card. Card number 5, unfavorable environmental influences during childhood.
Yeah, growing up in the hood, growing up with a drunk father, all that stuff. Yeah.
Punishment. Begin the game losing 2 turns and give $1,000 to the bank.
Okay, you can stop right there.
Okay.
And this is more, and this is all I did because Phil was like, that sounds familiar. I said, pull up Napoleon Hill's 31 major causes of failure. That's what I did. That's what I did. I absolutely did. And I said, all right, this is what it is. This is when Napoleon Hill said he had 31. I said, well, I'll just pick the worst 16 of them. And some of the punishment, like the punishment for growing up in the hood, is severe. Severe. You lose one of them, you lose 3 turns. Overeating, you lose 2 turns or something like that. Why? Because we all, or most of us, had an overeating problem and we lost. And I'm trying to teach children and adults that for everything you're doing, it's keeping you out of the top 1%. You didn't write down your plan? Guess what? Lose a turn. And everybody know in Monopoly, you don't want to lose turns because that's how you got to be the first to buy all the properties. Go ahead, Phil, and then Dion.
2 things. Number 1, what you're doing is giving them something to get through to make them stronger.
That's right.
That's just part of the process. Wasn't Kiyosaki charged like $250 to $350 for his game?
It sure was. He sure was.
Yes. So, but you're going 99 because you want to make it available to more people.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. But if I get I reserve the right to go up an extra $50 to offset my cost. I reserve the right, but I'm hoping 99 will do well. We'll see. Once I get past the manufacturing, I'll have a good. Actually, the only thing manufacturing is ready. It was the board design that's been holding me up, and Deanna did it in 6 minutes. For God's sake. And it's so irritating. I was so grateful and irritated. I did eye roll. I did it yesterday too, didn't I? Yeah, I did it yesterday too. Let's see. You could at least struggle. Here, open up this bottle. Well, you could at least act like it was hard, and stuff like that. So you wanted to read one of the other ones that was worse or disadvantage card?
Oh no, it was
Tell me, Mike.
You were saying the unhealthy one had, I think, 2 rolls. I was just letting you know it was just 1.
1 roll. And then so we got 6 sets of cards. Monopoly has community, chess, and chance. We had 6 rows of cards. We had 6 sets of cards. You got the cards written down. We have she's gonna read out all the cards.
Okay. The so the first set of cards are opportunity cards.
All right. So this is where you get your opportunities. You buy your business, your gym for sale, and all that stuff right there, right? The opportunity cards. They're random, obviously, because life has this random air to it that seems to be under control, but seems to be random too, right? Keep going.
Next, you have your missed opportunity cards.
And you randomly get these joints too. You understand? The missed opportunity, ain't nothing good about these missed. They exactly what it sounds like. Exactly what it sounds like. Tracy, you waited too long. You've lost $200 because you didn't seize an opportunity fast enough. Like exactly what you think it is. Missed opportunity cards. Or one of your tenants takes all the copper out your apartment. I'm serious. I am not joking. This is real life. Like this is every problem I've ever faced. I'm telling you, it's in this game. It's in this game because and the advantage I have is I'm really, since I play with my kids every night, and I see what they like and what they want. And I have this burning desire to make sure that they don't have to struggle like I did. Then I'm making the game hard for them. So God bless you. So you're saying, can kids play the game? They sure can, because my kids play this game all the time. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Read the next one.
The next set are FUBAR cards.
If y'all don't know what FUBAR means, it's a military term. It is effed up beyond all recognition. That's what that means. And you know what effed up means, huh? It means fanny packs. Yes. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't at all. These are the cards to where you just moseying around. And I made sure some stuff I pulled out because I was like, well, Grace, they're gonna kill me for that. I ain't gonna do that. There's a card in there that says, I kid you not. And I'm not changing it. It's not going to change because I want other people to receive this. I want other people to receive this. There's a card in there that goes, you woke up the wrong color in the wrong country. Forfeit all your money. But you can keep your properties, right? Forfeit all your, I'm not joking. It's FUBAR. Or you go, there's another card and there goes, that cryptocurrency deal went belly up. Man. Forfeit all your money. Like, it's awful. They're awful. They are awful because it's random. So even if you're winning, and I was playing this to the kids last night, and they were like, "Oh man, I'm so excited!" They were like, "They're so ready," because negotiations. Because I want people to go. I want people to you buy a property, you do something, you go, all right, I tell you what, if you get a missed opportunity card, like I want that because there are no rules when it comes to negotiating. There are no rules. Anything you can get, you get. And anything, right? Anything you can get. And I was explaining to them last night that because they be winning. And once you're winning in Monopoly, you pretty much, once you're like really winning, you're probably going to win through just, the chance improves. Not in my game, because life don't work that way. In my game, you could be winning and super winning. And then, bam, pandemic happens. And there's a pandemic card in 0.01. I'm not joking. It just, bam, pandemic. There's a card we were going over yesterday that you just got sued. Because this happens. As long as you're making money, someone wants to take it. Someone wants to take it. Okay. Go ahead, Arshia, then Talisha.
Okay. What about if you're not a citizen in America? What if you're trying to apply for a green card and get your citizenship? Or then after you apply, then you have to wait a couple of months to get your working permit. Are you working under the table? You still get money?
I have not thought about that. You know what? Once you go ahead and write down, not a citizen in the country, and then she gave me something else, or you get your taxes get audited. You didn't keep your books well.
Are you working with somebody else though?
This is a real deal. This is a real deal. Like you can have a good company. Like right now, they told me yesterday. I mean, Ken told me yesterday. I told Deanna yesterday. Like I forgot to do the taxes for ATSJR, like the little thingy. Now I got to do it. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? I forgot, so I got to do it because it's just who wants to do that crap? I keep forgetting about it. You know what I'm saying? And, I forget about it all the time. It's not the first time. It ain't the last time it's gonna happen. Until I hire somebody just to do that, it's gonna always happen until I get it out of my hands. That's for sure. That's for sure. Go ahead, Talisha.
I want to go in role play mode real quick, which I'll be the audience. Everybody be the audience, and Tony, you're going to be on the stage. We're on the Oprah Free show right now. Okay, guys, we just want to say welcome here to Oprah's network. And we have here Antonio T. Smith, who is looking to change the world. And he has this game that he shows that he wants to change the world with. So we have a few questions we would like to ask you, Antonio.
Okay, I like this.
The first question we would love to ask you is, what inspired you to create such a game like this?
Well, I wanted to make sure my boys didn't have to beg for a job. That's what inspired me, Oprah. You're looking good too, by the way, Oprah. You're
Well,
looking
thank
good.
you.
Yes.
And so do you.
Oh, you know what, Oprah? I came out this way, but go ahead, though. Keep going.
And can you tell the audience what's the name of this game and what inspired you to name the game?
.01 is the name of the game. What inspired me was nothing. I woke up one morning out of meditation, and my vibrational brain was like, change the name of the game. Here's the name of the game. And that's what happened. It was literally out of meditation. I had it called All in Brook at first. And then as soon as I got up from meditation, as soon as I stood up, I had the name of the game, and I knew instantly I would never want to change it again.
Thank you. That was wonderful. We have one more question we would like to ask you. How many people are you planning to inspire with this game?
That's a good question, Oprah. I don't know if I have that answer. I think the how many people is throwing me off. I think more what type of person is my main focus, and the type of person that my main focus is someone who doesn't want to beg for a job but create jobs. That's and however many people those are, because I think those people are going to raise the collective consciousness of this world, and that's more of my focus.
Well, Antonio T. Smith, we thank you for joining this show. We have a couple other, maybe the audience, you could clap for him. And we would like to close this by asking any of the audience if y'all have any questions that you would like to ask Antonio about his game.
Yes, and Oprah, but before you do that, if I can get your phone number after this, I really appreciate it. You understand? I get that. Yes.
You're already on the list.
If I ever meet Oprah, I'm trying to get her phone number. You understand? Yeah. I promise you I am.
But I do want to say this, Antonio. I do plan on, for my boot camp, having this a part of a game that the kids play.
Boom. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's definitely the plan there. So it's done. Now the board game design has been the hardest, and I plan on that's been the hardest. But 6 minutes is all it took for the voice of God to roll through Deanna's fingers. So that didn't take long at all. So that's easy. Now that I can see it, I know exactly how to. Now, my biggest problem right now, Phil, is, man, what's the colors now? Like literally, as soon as I saw that, I said, well, damn, I need a mascot and some colors. It's exactly what I said in my head because I'm a graphic designer. That's exactly what I said. Go ahead, Phil.
I don't know if you guys noticed that he was asked a question, how many people? But he said, no, more, let me give you this, the type of people. His answer benefited himself a lot better than if you just given a number. So when you're in an interview, be thinking about how can I answer the question in a way in which it'll definitely benefit me and still answer the question.
There you go. There you go. That's it. That's right. He's right. That comes from all these interviews I've ever been on for sure. But yeah, and I genuinely don't care about a number as well. I care more about the type and that number for sure. Go ahead, Arshia.
So back to that immigration. I got a lot of experience on that. Okay. Yes,
because you sure do. Yes.
Okay.
Arshia likes an international man. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna ask. Okay, I know you said 12 or 24 people. Will it be played in partnership? Because with the immigration, we ask those questions with getting citizenship. Would the other spouse be responsible for paying those fees until the other person is able to support themselves? Or would it be a work visa or a work a job trying to sponsor that person as well? And also, I want to say this board game is going to change life, how people view finance or the world. Because believe it or not, just like music, this is going to help people learn faster, right? You know how they be like, yep. You can learn this music before you learn that schoolwork, right? So now they can say you can learn this board game. So now it's going to be incorporated in school. I'm already speaking it. Well, this should be mandatory in the colleges, the school. I'm not sure what age group, but it should be mandatory part of the curriculum. And also, what about it get into politics? Ooh.
You know, them politicians really don't know how to run money at all. They suck. They really suck. The politicians really suck at managing money for themselves. They really do. What they do, the reason they don't look like they suck is because they have access to a lot of money, and then a few of their investments, you know, pan out because they're in the front of the scenes, so they know what's going to work. But we got poli-sci majors running fiscal budgets. Let's not act like that's not a problem. Okay, let's not act like that's not a problem. We have poli-sci majors making sure infrastructure. You know, we gotta. This is a problem. Okay, this is a problem. This is definitely a problem. There are some fiscal things that we do as a country that, if you actually put an economist there, they would never do that. If you actually put a finance person, they would never do that because we don't think about long-term ramifications. No, I love what you said, Arshia. And we've got them written down. We'll go through all them scenarios for sure and put it in there. The goal is to make the game hard but winnable. But it's realistic though, realistic. And Adonia actually inspired me yesterday, even more, when she said, I forgot what I said. Oh, she said we send it to the colleges and stuff, you know, et cetera. Mm-hmm. With the game stuff, it inspired me because I'm using this to go through all these rules of poverty at the same time. It couldn't have been done without
Antonio.
Yes, sir.
I have a point that might make you reconsider many things in the game. Should I just say it, or should I let the market tell you that?
No, you should say it now, so the market don't have to tell me.
Okay. So the thing is, I noticed that Bollywood used to be like complete escapism, and I was listening to a podcast where they said that it was because the Indian life was so hard that everyone just wanted to see this movie full of just music, and everyone's dancing and everyone's happy, and it's just rich people having fun. And as India's progressed and it's got a lot of people have like their incomes increased and everything, grittier, realistic content like the content that white people enjoy is starting to pop up in India as well. So my question is there, like, what's the escapism? In Monopoly, the escapism is, yeah, I'm dead broke right now, but look at this, I got a property in Mayfair. But you're just hitting people with too many, like, hey, you get this card, you get fucked. So if you do this too many times, where's the escapism in that?
No doubt. There's plenty of escapism in there. I think we have, great question though. We have, I don't know, we was doing them yesterday. It was like 80, each card, four of the cards are all prosperity escapism worth, right? So anybody can make it. Anybody can make it. Like, you get this gym, get this duplex, get this, get that. Brianna has it on her laptop to where we have them. And it's like 80 in just the opportunity cards, and then it's a bunch of them in the other ones as well. There's also privilege included in the game as well. There's privilege included in the game as well, which is actually a cool thing, because, and I don't mean in a negative way, I mean in a positive way, because I want to teach people.
Oh, Antonio, I got it. Sorry. Yeah. Again. Yeah, because you're talking about the negative aspects.
Right. See, like it's just that.
Yeah. So exactly. I thought this was like a self-flagellating game. It's like you go there. Yeah. So all right, makes sense. Because and by the way, here's an idea. A game where you get all those cards where you're talking about the negatives of life, right? Right. And you just sell it to the elite. Trust me, they'll buy it. Hey, let me experience what life is like in the hood. Hey, that's some like temporary boredom killer for me. So the people who play life like a game would like a game that is like life. So yeah, that's an idea. Put it on your to-do list, man.
Wow.
Because it would be a great spin-off for it's like one version.
I copied and pasting that you and Adonia right now. I got both of y'all on my little list here. Yeah, got that and put from Adonia. I got this here, and then from Ibrahim. Sure do have it. Now, what's the catch-all here? And it's pretty powerful. Thank you very much, Arshir, because that's going in there too. The goal is anybody can do this. So now we know I need 750 pre-sales. Now pay attention. 750 pre-sales, assuming that all those numbers were fine. But just assuming all those numbers were fine. Then has 4,250, all 100% profit. Grace, 4,250 times 75, if you will. 4,250 times 75. No, show it. 4,250 times 75. She's going to pop this on the screen.
$318,750.
That means what'll be left over from the first 5,000 orders, 318,000. And then what you say is, all right, well, you can walk away with that for sure. But let's say this is what I meant by we get lucky and it starts taking off. Then you put in another order, you turn that 318,000 and you start marketing it. And then you slide Oprah a couple of $1,000s and be like, put me on your show, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. She don't need a couple of $1,000s. That's breakfast for her. You know, that's, you know, she don't need that. But you get the point. You pay for you take $100,000 and you get on every major magazine possible, which is extra exposure and stuff. And now you start turning this into generational wealth that lives well beyond my death. That's why I'm in the process of getting a trademark. Yeah, but now I'm letting you know. Go ahead, Phil.
Two things. Why would not you do crowdfunding at this?
Didn't think about it. Well, I'd probably do it today.
Yeah, what's the other site? There's a couple sites like that.
Yeah, Kickstarters,
yeah. Crowdfunding, those kind of things. And number two, for those of you, it's going to be a little self-serving. For those of you who didn't get to see the performance of Tracy last night,
yeah, that was awesome.
I recommend it highly. I recommend you get a copy of it and watch it. It was one of the most amazing 25 minutes that I've seen from a person who really wants to make it in this business. The message was just out of sight. The style, the delivery, the situation, it was just a really unique opportunity, and everybody should watch that just to experience it.
Yes. And she did it less than whole. Yeah. She did it. I was like, and I remember saying, I was like, that's a really good background for a, you know, like I remember thinking, man, she's like well lit. You know, her volume is great. I had to cut my speaker down a little bit, you know. So I was like, man, somehow she made a good background from a hospital bed. I remember saying that to myself. Tracy, give us a little speech. What did you feel about what Phil said plus last night?
It was amazing. Again, I thank you, Humor Consultants, thank you, ATS community, for the opportunity. It was a dream come true, and I'm glad that it was recommended to continue to do it on that day. So thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for your love and your support. I am still here. Hopefully, I'll be out today, but thank you for the opportunity. I just can't express how grateful I am for that.
Yes, you're very welcome. Can we unmute our mic and clap for Tracy, please? Yes.
Yes, Tracy.
Even when Phil and Susan self-serve, it's for others, right? While Tracy was talking, I had source telling me, did you hear what Phil said? And I was like, yeah, I heard. No. Did you hear what Phil said? But you're going to do what you're going to do what Phil said, right? That's how God talked to me. I don't know how God talked to you. You're going to do what Phil said, damn it. Right? This is how God taught to be. Let's do the math right now. Let's do the math. Grace and Deanna, write this down. Great. Hold on. Who's doing calculator? Who's doing notes?
Which one?
I'll do calculator because she's better at notes.
Outstanding.
Okay.
Calculator. Well, I got you. Let me stay in my zone. Calculator, please. Yes, ask your question.
When you did the 4,250 boards remaining,
I'm about to start all over. Don't even worry about it. It was just a regular profit after everything was sold. It was just after the presale.
Okay, should have been $99 because you said $75.
But I took away the expenses just because I always do that. Yeah, it should have been 99, but I still like to be pleasantly surprised when I underdo math. You know, I'm never going to count money I ain't got. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. I'm never gonna do it. Okay, I gotta make Deanna. You must have logged back in or something. Here we go. Crowdfunding. I hear you loud and clear, Phil Sorrentino of the Gillespie tribe. Whatever name popped in my head. You know, King of England. You know, something I have no idea. You know, England had like 5 kings. Anyway, it did. Let's do the math. This is great. This is great training due to this all in the rules of poverty because it's not hard. Right now, if I get 5,000 plus boards, according to regular manufacturing, it'd be $3.25. Ain't nobody paying attention to that. We're gonna make that $5. Okay. Because I don't do things regular, Arshia. We know this. Ain't no sense in me pretending like I'm actually gonna go with base price, Jerome. Don't even come on now. We not, yeah. They're gonna be like, would you like this gloss? Well, I sure would. 25 cents extra. So this is 25,000 for board manufacturing. I need that down in great notes. I need in details. 5,000 boards at $5 a board equals 25,000. And it's going to cost on average $10 to ship each board. Actually, let's make it $15 because if it's costing me $9 to ship a pair of headphones, then we just gonna sit up here and just know it's gonna cost $15 to ship. For people across the country, $15 shipping. So $5 times $15. That's $75,000 of shipping. That's $75,000 of shipping plus, I forget what that is. $25,000 for manufacturing. That's $100,000. Cool. Now we need to market. Let's just do market/contest because we want to give away some boards. Let's put in, I think it's 10,000 for marketing. So I'm going to go up to, I'm gonna just double it, 20,000 for marketing. So add $20,000 for marketing, and I'll break down that marketing in great detail. I'll break down. In fact, I'll break it down right now. That's 8,000 of that marketing for social media ads. No. Let's do 5,000 of that marketing for social media ads. I need to go up on marketing. Damn it. Okay, $5,000 for marketing on social media ads. And then 3,000 for giveaways. We want to give games away. And it's going to cost 3,000 for contests and stuff like that. But then I need to think about getting on all these major news platforms, Forbes, this, and that. And that's going to cost, let's say, $670 per. So $670 times 20. $670 times 25. $675 or $670 times 25. That's $16,750. That's to get on the tier 1 journals, Huffington Post, all that stuff, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. And I need you to add that to the original marketing that I had on there because I was off. I forgot to think about, because if you want to catch that buzz, you got to buy that buzz. Let there be words for somebody to hear that. If you want to catch that buzz, you got to buy that buzz. So the new marketing budget is $24,750. Is that it? I don't know. But
yes.
Wait. Is that total or just the last part, the 670 times
the 5,000?
16,750.
Is that everything I said then?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I got confused. That's everything I said.
Yes.
Trust women. Women are smarter. There you go. Now, $24,750 is for marketing. Did you get the breakdown that I gave?
Yes.
Outstanding. That's the breakdown you gave. And then can you add it back to the total fundraising thing? So we need $124,750. That's the total. We got everything itemized and broken down. Now what we need is giveaways, and there's only one people that I trust to do so, and that's Viva La Dirt League. I don't trust anybody else. Deanna, share your screen. Put Viva La Dirt League Kickstarter, and when you find their Kickstarter about owning their own studio, put that on the screen, because they have these tiers that they did. They tried to raise 100-something thousand. They raised 20 million or something like that. It was crazy. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And they're fantastic. So, and they absolutely deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. Reason I'm okay. You finished. You sharing? Did I share your screen?
The actual Kickstarter page or the video?
If the actual Kickstarter page, I had a video on. I want you to send these people, send the community the link, because in order to do a successful Kickstarter, and here's the deal, the reason I'm choosing Kickstarter, because Kickstarter has this trust built into it. If you don't raise all the money, it goes back to the donors. That's that. It has this trust built into it. If they give you a certain amount of time, I think it's 30 days, and you got to raise all the money in 30 days. If you don't, the donors don't lose. It goes back to them. Right. And I'd rather use that platform, because that, like everybody else, like everybody listening just went, oh, that makes me feel better, right? And I want that. That makes me feel better. Okay, please share your screen. So up comes Viva La Dirt League, is one of my favorite creators groups. It's 3 guys who started together. And right here, the Great Expansion. So we're going to call it something, the Great Education, or 0.01 or something like that, right? And we'll take a good picture, all stuff like this. And I'm genuinely going to follow this through and through. I'm not even going to. So shout out to Viva La Dirt League. 31,720 backers, $2.5 million. $2.5 million. And copy and paste this link. And you scroll down real quick. I just want them to see the tiers. If you pledge $1 more, you get our love, right? You see, just scroll down. Let me see more. I'm not gonna read everything. $15, you get digital mashup wallpapers. $50, you get behind the scenes. But you keep going and keep going. As you go to some of the high ones, then you get the Walk of Fame, stuff like that. All right, you can stop right there. So what I'll do is $15,000 or more, or whatever price it is. I'm just going to say $15,000. That's the last thing we saw. That you get like one of the names on the board, like one of the, like, oh, I want to buy Boardwalk would be. Oh yeah. I want to buy Phil Sorrentino. Nice. I want to buy Phil Sorrentino Drive. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Stuff like that, right? That's why I said because gifts and perks are a big part of crowdfunding. And as Tracy was talking, Source was like, "Did you hear? Did you hear? You gonna act like the motherfucker? You gonna hear?" Right? As I was like, "Oh yeah," I was like, "I'm gonna write that down for later." No, I didn't tell him to tell you that for later. I told him to tell you that for now, right now. And there you go. All right, so there you go. Now think about that. You do all that, Jerome. Board games I didn't get into this to create generational wealth, but every time you're always thinking about generational wealth. You should be. If not, then someone thinking about generational wealth is going to have a better business system than you, and they're going to pass you up thinking about generational wealth. So make sure you're always thinking about generational wealth. But the board game can stay alive longer than me. Like the old lady who invented Monopoly, which is a real thing. Monopoly is still here, right? And other people, it was customary if you build your own Monopoly boards back in the 20s or whenever Monopoly came out.
Like beer.
Right, no doubt. And that's kind of the point. That's kind of the point, is to leave a business that will, have that happen, move on and move forward. And good and easy to raise money for Arlenbrook, right? For the, all this stuff ties in together. Half of work. Okay. Sweet. Got you, brother. Got you. I almost read. I probably messed it all out. It's from Ibrahim. So let's wrap this up. I used the board game today to go deeper into the laws. Now I want to repaste them again for me, Grace, because I covered every last one of them. But now what I want to do is I want to expose
7 out of 12.
the 7. The 12 is important. The 12 is everything we're doing. If you look, I didn't do it on purpose, but I'm pretty sure I hit 1 through 12, Jerome, and what I was going to do, because it's the only thing it's so deep in my brain, I'm not thinking about anything else. I don't have another move. I'm not thinking about another move, anything. And for some of you, like, I can't stress this enough. Like, I've already done it with somebody outside. Like there's a team called SBE. I'm sure they're watching right now. At least Willie is, like, right now. Shout out to you, Willie. He's gonna say, I heard your shout out. He's gonna say, he watches every video. He watches every video for sure. That one of his crew wants to be an influencer. She's a real pretty, chocolate dark-skinned girl with the perfect figure and all this stuff like that. And I was like, well, what we'll do is we'll make sure that you get to do that moving forward. So she'll be one of the influencers for the board game, just one of them. So there's, in the spirit of group economics, there's plenty of opportunity for all of you to attach your hat to the board game and some part of its creation and and its livelihood and liveliness. It just is what it is. And again, this is 6 years. And here's the deal. People are going to say, well, you got lucky. I've been thinking about this one thing for 6 years. And I've been building this one thing for 6 years. And here's what happened. My internet at the house has these trees around it. It's just stupid. It's just stupid because the city won't come cut the trees because they say it's not an emergency. And then Comcast won't come cut the trees because they say it ain't their job. Because if they do it, the city will sue them. So I can't get anybody to cut the freaking trees. So Comcast can fix my box to make it fast. So sometimes my internet, that's why when I be in my man cave, the VPN messes up it because that's what's happening. That's what's actually happening. Not just the VPN. It's already a weak signal strength coming, and the VPN is just really making it worse. It's just making it worse. But 6 years, the internet was fine. Well, for 5 years. And then on the 5th year, the internet, the trees grow. Well, I can't cut them myself because the city they're going to sue me too. Because it's power lines. It's power lines right by. It's power lines right by. That's the problem. That's the real problem. They're live power lines right there. For 5 years, and I cannot stress this enough, y'all. For 5 years, everything was fine. And the universe knows the fastest, quickest, most harmonious way to get your dreams off the shelf and into practical execution. 5 years. Okay, 5 years. 5 years. Then the trees start smothering the reception of the Comcast. And then for 2 weeks, the boys ain't had no internet. So we just played Monopoly for 2 weeks in a row. That's last year. And got the internet back. Came out in 3 days again. This time it was out for 3 weeks, Jerome. So we just played Monopoly. That's 5 weeks now. This time when it came back, they just wanted to play Monopoly. Mm-hmm. So for a whole year and a half, we just been playing Monopoly. And the universe was like, yeah, because you remember what you wrote down 6 years ago? So I'm messing up this internet for your good to let you do market research with these kids to do Monopoly. And then now you're going to be building your game the whole time. You never know how these things are working, but I promise you everything I just said is true. And that's the only view I have. I have no other view. You get it? I have no other view whatsoever for that thing. And the mere fact now that I got the boys want to go to the park every day and play Monopoly every day, I don't know what the hell happened, but some aliens have taken over my gamer kids because they want to go outside and play board games with their dad. I have no idea what's going on.
I'm sorry. I think that's beautiful. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have drugs and alcohol in this game?
I need to. Thank you so much.
I'm just asking. That's a part of life. And then you gotta make it. You gotta make it like that. So
don't write that down.
They might have they might need a card or two. They went to a party. You went to a party and they slipped you a Mickey. Now you gotta live this kind of life. So I just there you go. It was just in there.
Yeah. Otis just sent me some good look. Stock market crashes, you lose all 1.5 million investments. Let me go ahead and just write that down.
I received my headphones, so thank you. The box is here, so and don't you forget about putting something in there for golden sneakers on that game board.
You show right. Put it in my lineup. You show right. I got a note just for you. Here's the headphones right here, and it's all touch screen actually. It's all touch. So if it doesn't look like it's an instruction booklet in there, but it's deep under that poster that comes with it. It's deep under that. It's touch. You hold this, but you got to charge it first, and you hold it with your thumb for 4 seconds, and it cuts on. Then you hold it for another 2 seconds, 6 seconds, and then it starts pairing, and then it'll pair to your Bluetooth device. So they're actually fantastic. This is one of them right here. Since I'm a Crip, I like blue. So there you go. There you go. All right.
I didn't see the blue.
I don't know what color you got. I have no idea.
I got pink because I didn't want white. I didn't know there was a blue. Okay, I'll just order another pair. That's okay.
Well, but there you go. Then grouping it out. There you go. Yeah, we didn't know we had a blue. We didn't know we had it, but we bought all these from Ken. Ken had 200 of these, or 210 of these for sure. He brought 210 of these. Group economics. He sent the private message. Say, hey, you got these here. You know what I'm saying? You can get them for this, and you can wholesale them. That's why they're so inexpensive, because Ken sell everything. He's selling cavities out there for dentists. Right now. Go ahead, Arshia.
Do they have
everything is for sale except for my wife, my booty, and my kids.
That's a good list. That's a reasonable list. That's a very reasonable list you have there. Go ahead.
Hey, do you in the board game have bill collectors? Because you can't do anything without bill collectors.
Yeah, don't put the bill collectors out there. Go ahead and put the bill collectors out there, Charlie. That bill collectors wasn't in there. These doggone kids need to know about these bill collectors. Yeah. I had something in there too real yesterday, Phil. I was like, oh no, kids gonna play too. We gotta take that out. We gotta take that out. I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. So that's why I didn't think about the drugs and alcohol. because I was, thinking about kids too. But no, they need to know. They need to know. There's a classy
But that's
way
the whole
to do
thing,
that.
and that's how you can market it to everybody. Because
Right.
if you put just those little situations in, the kids will be like, "What?"
Yeah.
But the adult, or like meeting somebody,
Completely.
having a one-night stand, getting pregnant, all that kind of stuff needs to be in there if you're gonna do life. Like, because I'm listening to you.
Completely agreed. Completely agreed. Let me share my email with y'all again. I just got paid twice from a podcasting thing. Well, yes, thank you. Thank you. This is not about me getting paid. This is about if I tell you one more time to do your podcast. I just got paid $5.29 from this company. And then this company is still giving me $17 a day. So I've been paid $6.26 out of this one. They still owe me, this much money. Okay. This just I want you to receive, do your damn podcast. Please, please do your podcast. Even if you don't know what to do, at least be like Phil and Susan to have 10,000 hours of video that they can strip for the audio, until we come up with some good system to make that automatically happen. Go ahead.
Adrian sent me a text message. She said, "Hey, check out my podcast." So Adrian has been doing her podcast, and so has Tyrell. He sent me one too.
All right, then. So
he said Adrian cut up on his episode.
For real. If both of y'all can send us your links. This is group economics, y'all.
I think if you check your email, I think I might have sent you one yesterday.
Say less. I did not, obviously, the day before my
I
birthday.
know you don't check it, but
I do check it, but I wouldn't have checked it yesterday. I wouldn't have checked it yesterday because I actually told Deanna, I was like, yeah, I'm not fit to do nothing. I'm fit to. He's like, well, do something. I was like, no, I'm just going to. I put my phone down. I missed my dad's phone call from this morning, which, by the way, I answered it. He my dad called me from prison. He was like, man, this is the first time I've had my phone registered because. Well, I don't know. It's the first time I had a phone ready. I got a prepaid phone, is what I like to use because I like to keep my bills down. And they haven't accepted. Texas hasn't accepted prepaid phones here to recently. And I prepay my phone a year out at a time or 3 months at a time. That's what I do. So I use a prepaid phone. It don't feel like a prepaid phone, but I like $800 bill for 1 year.
Sure.
That's very manageable.
Very.
That's very manageable. You know what I'm saying? When I be $800 a month for 3 lines, stuff like that. Everybody got time for that. He called me this morning. I just want to say this for you empaths. And he told me happy birthday. And I was like, oh, well, thank you. I expected the call, but he says he's freaking wise. Of course he is. And he said something. He was like, I haven't been able to do that on time in a long time. And we both just sat there and was like, hold on. You're right. It's been at least 30 years since I've had the opportunity to hear my dad tell me happy birthday on time. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't realize it.
And it's major. That's beautiful.
Yeah. I didn't realize it. Do me a favor, be in prayer for my mom. She is missing. She's been missing for a while. I've been dealing with it for a couple of weeks now. But just I don't know. We've been looking. I got to deal with it today. I don't know. I don't have words. Words escape me. Just she's missing. I have no idea what's going on. No idea.
I'll be praying.
Yeah. No idea. That's not. I don't know. That's not negative. I'm not. That's not negative. Just put some energy out there. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
I want you to know there's a blessing in that because we never be able to touch the people that we need to, but God knows exactly where all of us are.
Fair enough. I agree.
He knows exactly where we are.
I agree 100%. I agree 100% for sure. 100%. So just be, and I think about that. Just be in prayer. We're trying to figure it out, but anyway, I have no idea. There's a lot going on. Yeah, it's a lot going on, and I don't know. It's too much to process, and I don't know. I got two things going on. One, I know for sure I'm not going to let the drugs separate us again. But for two, I don't feel like it right now. So I got that going on too. I got both of those energies going on simultaneously.
Well, that's good. That way you can back up and let God do his thing.
That's
the less you have, Unless you had doing it. That's why you can't make a call on that. Be exactly who you're supposed to be. Be something.
Yeah, well, it's not, no doubt. No, what you said is absolutely correct. And that was a word for me for sure. I don't feel like it because I'm going to enjoy my day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Due to it's not that I don't feel like it with her. It's not like I'm taking this situation personally. It's just I haven't taken a personal day all year. And I'm going to take one today. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take one a day. So
yes, you need it, sir.
Yes, right after all things tech, I'm going to take one a day. I'm going to enjoy myself. And by enjoy myself, I mean do absolutely nothing. Is what I mean by enjoy myself. You know this.
They say you deserve it.
That's it.
You deserve it.
That's it for sure.
You deserve it. Yeah, you do.
We was listening to that song last night. This morning, a song like that for sure. For sure.
Antonia.
Yes, ma'am. Talisha, right? Was that Talisha?
Okay, yes, I'm going to put Shia, Queen Chi, and Deanna on the spot. Ladies, if you guys or one of you guys would like to give Antonio a happy birthday song, we'd like to hear it. And happy birthday, Antonio.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All you thanksters, that's what you've been called upon.
Vocalist, Miss Arshia, Queen Chi, I know my gifts. All right, well.
Okay, I'll go. A little rusty, but I'm gonna go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, all right, high notes.
Yes.
All right, high notes. I see you, cuz. Okay.
I think Sheena said she was next.
Okay, let me submit.
Is it working? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you muted yourself. Hold on, you muted yourself. That's the Marilyn Monroe version, by the way, too, y'all.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tony. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I gotta show y'all, because she's soulful. I gotta show y'all what she did. Go ahead. Yes. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Hold on. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to hear it. I recognize it immediately. Just so y'all know, I recognize it immediately. You know, she is well traveled. She is well traveled. I recognize it immediately. That's Marilyn Monroe, Mr. President. That's how I hear it. Happy birthday, Mr. President. That's how I end it. Well, good. Now I appreciate all the crowdfunding ASAP. In order to do the crowdfunding, in order to raise the 100 and something, well, Grace, what's the only two things you need to make money?
Only two things you need to make money. You want being likable,
right?
And being likable and being excellent.
So you tell everybody, hey, crowdfunding people, here is what it is up front. This will do this will do that. Here's how every single dime would be spent, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that transparency immediately makes you likable. You get it? Read Monica's message. Oh, you gonna sing for me, Monica?
No, read the message.
Oh, yeah, guys, right there. I'm just saying, you know.
Go ahead, Monica. We listen.
Yeah, we put on our
Oh,
letterman
no.
jackets.
You won't get no singing from me.
No
but
singing. No
we'll
singing.
celebrate in person. I'll be there all week.
We'll
So.
bring some edibles. Bring some
I
edibles.
got you.
There
I
you
got
go.
you.
There you go. Oh, yes, Saturday. Sugar wants to come. So Saturday, you're gonna have to come in the afternoon, Sugar. I go see my dad's in the mornings, and that's a 2-hour in contact visit, and it's in Rosharon, so it's way deep in the country. That's an hour to get up there, 2 hours. So that's 8 to 10:30, with 30 minutes to process. So I'll be in at 8:30, and that goes to 10:30. Then it's an hour back. It's 11:30. So you may want to plan for 1. So we'll come back to the office at 1. You may want to plan for 1. That's realistic. That's realistic, because I had to do something with Ken last week, but I couldn't even contact him until 8 at night because I didn't plan the video that kind of showed up, and that's how I worked post-pandemic, and it took way too long. So it was it's a 5-hour block just to go do that. It's a 5-hour block just to, but it's an enjoyable block. It's an enjoyable block. You know, Phil, we make them worth it. We ride up, listen to a book, ride back, listen to a book. You know what I'm saying? You know, we make a deal of it. We make a deal of it. And then it's not a business book either. It's one of our post-apocalyptic thriller books that we only read together and stuff like that. So it's enjoyable. And then Susan, we go and we get hamburgers and chickens. Nah, just I know. I tell her that she read it to the microphone right now, you know. Yes.
Snitches get stitches, Antonio.
Yes, well, Deanna, I believe she put the wild face up. Are you keeping your lifestyle up, Deanna? Because the fast is over. Today is the first day of the fast, and nobody did anything stupid yet. So there you go. Are you keeping your fast up?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
We want more. Susan needs more details.
Okay. I'm keeping my fast for multiple reasons.
It's a lifestyle change.
It's definitely a lifestyle change that I enjoy. With the studies that I'm going into, there's no way that I can go back to my old lifestyle and move forward in the studies that I'm doing, from the nutrition to tantra to everything. I can't go back to that lifestyle. And then I like how I feel. You know, I like how I feel. And Prophet Jerry said something to me yesterday. And before Prophet Jerry said something, like maybe a week before, somebody else said something to me. And I know it's because of the lifestyle change. And in order for me to be who, where, and what I expect to be my future self, I can't go back.
Right.
I can't go back. There's no options.
100% right. And of course, Antonio kept it all the way real. I say, you can't go. She's enrolled to be a nutritionist. That she laughing. And so, you can't be fat and a nutritionist, right? You know damn well I said that. I don't let nobody make it. Let nobody make it. I don't get to be fat and rich. So I don't. That's what I told her. Did I not tell you that?
You did.
Yeah, you can't be
I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
You can't be a nutritionist and fat. You can't do that now. We got to become these things first before we graduate. And that's what this is. You ain't gonna do that. You're not allowed to be. Nutritionists walk into the hospital room. First of all, no. I need another nutritionist. Give me another one. Right? Look, I'm not looking at black, white, your race, no nothing, but I am looking at your health. You are not allowed to tell me how to do my health, but you ain't got no health, right? This makes sense. It makes sense. It's a single marriage counselor.
You are. I'm just sitting here listening. That's a good ass post up. You can't really do. I mean, seriously, think about that. What are you out here doing?
Unhealthy nutrition.
Don't do what I do, damn it.
I'm gonna yeah, you got to. I'm gonna let Sandra close us out. Go ahead, Sandra, because I know she has a prophetic word. She had a hand up 10 minutes ago, and I saw it. And I know she was just waiting for the Lord to come through them vocal cords. Come on, Sandra.
Yes, I had to drop these pallets.
Oh Lord, it's my turn. Okay.
I wanted to say that I got a vision of your mom.
Okay. I'm glad I let you talk.
It was, forgive me for my my heavy breathing, but yeah.
There's a pallets.
Yes, sir. At 61, I can still do it.
I know
Bless
that's right.
God.
Yeah.
But it's ending very soon in Jesus' name.
Amen.
But I saw her and she's happy.
Good.
And she's walking backwards. I see a field. I don't know where that is or what. I didn't see no signs of anything, but I was waiting to see that. Mark's, I just see like a field, and there is a gravel road. It's not like a gravel road that you can drive a car on, but that is what I see. And then then it went blank. So I don't know.
No, it makes sense. She hangs around that area. In the Galveston, we got a lot of alleys with dirt roads.
Okay.
Yeah, gravel. That's actually gravel. They're not dirt. They gravel.
That's what I see.
Yeah, careful when you drive your tire down there. You know.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. No,
yeah,
grateful.
That's spiky. Yeah.
No, grateful. Thank you so much for real.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. My mama's crazy. Just so y'all know. Her son get it from his mama.
Yeah, I saw her being happy.
Yeah.
She's
always,
squirrely.
she don't care nothing. She told me flat out with her own mouth, I die right now. I love the life I live. And that sounds just like her doggone son. You hear me? Just so you know. I got it honestly. So next time I get up here that crazy, just know I got it honestly. You understand? I got it honestly. I done seen the whole world. Shoot. I'm good. I've seen the Berlin Wall before it told her, you sure right, man. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And that's what I hear her saying. I'm good. But I see her walking backwards. I don't know what that means. I'm just giving you everything that I was given. And for your song, yeah, I'm not allowed to sing that. As being, I have the same birthday as Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, that's why they going crazy after you. That's what it is. All right, let me know something. Let me know something. Your
but
poor
happy
daughter.
birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Antonio.
Yes, ma'am.
I got one for you. Can I?
Okay.
Let me turn the camera so I can see.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Good to
No,
see the
because
sexy
you got
blonde.
a happy birthday. You done got a happy birthday, all of that. But you can't be over 40 without a happy birthday to you.
That's
the
black version.
Happy birthday. You need that.
That's it. You so right.
Birthday. Happy birthday.
That's
Happy birthday. Are you happy it's your birthday? Are you happy it's your birthday? Happy birthday.
Yeah.
It's like, no, but I love you. So
No, I appreciate you.
with
Steve
all
Wonder ain't
of
gonna
the-
never die.
But wait a minute. That Marilyn Monroe was everything. She said, happy birthday. I chuckled. I'm so glad she hit the mute because she had to do the whole thing over because she when she went blank. I said, yes, God, we gonna get it all.
She did something else.
Happy birthday. That's what you get. Something else. You
That's
are
it.
everything for everybody. So you deserve all of the something else that are out
But
there.
there it is. Then that's a great way to end the call. We appreciate you, Stradivari. Just finished his ATS original. Yes, just finished his ATS original, and we're welcome. I know I got a meeting with Melissa here pretty soon, whatever Deanna set up. And lastly, on the same age and energy, the team bought me $130 worth of movies I'm going to put on my iMac. It's actually movie be a TV series, probably Fringe. And that is tomorrow. I love you, every last one of you. Thank you so much. You can plan better. You can dominate. Love you, everybody.
Love you more.
Yes, thank you. We will see you all in 30 minutes for